Howdy y'all and welcome back. Super short gear review, and today we're looking at the GBRS Assaulter's Belt. So this is an inner-outer belt. Regular viewers will know I've done a couple of different variations on outer-only belts or padded minimalist belts. Belts that you can just throw on, like if you had some boxer shorts or some basketball shorts or something, and you could throw it on and run out the door if you needed to. This is more like a competition belt. Inner-outer belt, meaning you have an inner belt that weaves through your belt loops. It has a Velcro on it. The outer belt, like a rigger's belt, has the opposing Velcro, and you put it on and it affixes to the inner belt and locks in place. So lots of different brands and styles and configurations of these out there. This is the one I ended up settling on. Let's take it over to the table and get a closer look. All right, before we jump into this, let me give a shout out to GBRS Group. Go check out their YouTube channel if you're interested in things that are tactical and whatnot. They have several videos really going into detail, like the evolution of this belt system and how it came to be. And they do a much better job of explaining all of that than I ever could. So go check those out. All right, so like I said, it is a belt system, the first belt being the one that you're going to put through the loops of your breeches. And this, they went with a bold choice and put the hook Velcro outward facing on that belt. Many companies choose to go with the loop on the outside of the base belt because it's more comfortable. But what GBRS Group did to counter that scratchy horribleness is they give you a sheath belt to go on around this. So let's say it's going to be a couple of hours before you're actually hitting the range and donning your gun belt. You put this guy on around, and it not only protects you from the evil death hook Velcro, but it also thickens up and gives you a double layer. And you wouldn't want to necessarily use this as a like outside the waistband gun belt, but if you're running DCC clips on your holsters like you should be, this is more than adequate enough to hold those guys in place and keep your holster locked in should you need to deploy your weapon. So that's the inner belt and the sheath belt. Then we move to the belt itself, and probably the closest facsimile I can think of is the Pharaoh Bison belt. It was kind of the original, I think, to use this kind of whatever that material is, space age polymers or whatever it is, that runs the full length to thicken and give the belt structure. Then you've got your regular nylon down under that, and then your loop Velcro stitched into that, and then you've got gappage right there on each section to run your, in this case I've got my what the fuck straps running through my S-Tac Kiwi here, so you can see the strap runs up the backside, comes into the belt like so, loops back out, back through the molly, back through the belt, and then out and locks in at the base. So as you can see there, this is the small medium. It only comes in two sizes, small medium or like large and extra large. And then what they do on the other end down here, and they include this little Velcro wrap guy there. And see how that is segmented? And so I lopped two whole segments off to make it really closer to a small, because I am not terribly large. And then you just tuck that guy under like so. I really should probably hit that with a lighter, but I didn't bother because it just kind of goes away like so. And then you just throw your little Velcro wrappy guy on there. That holds it all in place. And that is pretty much it. Like I say, for detail on all of the materials and the evolution of this guy, go check out GBRS here on the YouTubes. All right, so here I have the base belt and the sheath belt, and very quickly jettison the sheath belt, and you're ready to don your war belt. Like so. And you might be asking, well, why would they put the horrible Death Pokey Velcro on the inner belt and the soft Velcro on the outer belt? Well, that is in case you're like not a total nerd who tucks your shirt in, which I normally don't. If you don't exactly have these two belts lined up, you want the Velcro that's facing inward towards your skin to be the soft Velcro. And so that is why they did it that way, and I can totally get behind that, and it's part of the reason that I chose this system as opposed to some of the other options out there. So far I've only taken this to the range one time. I really barely just got all this put together, but I have a dynamic shooting and moving type of class coming up very soon where I'll get to put it through its paces. So stay tuned, and I'll have more feedback coming at you shortly. Until next time, be easy, y'all.